Oh, fuck. Channel 15, probably? Or I just call his prison phone. Wait, which isn't... Wait. Oh, he called me on an unknown number. Okay, he didn't have a prison phone.
Oh, he called from here. Okay.
Oh, my day gets worse.
Well, look who it is.
Hello, gentlemen. Unfortunately, two of you are currently legally represented, so we will not be speaking to you in this formal setting, as it would be a violation of your rights.
What if we waive our lawyers?
They can do that. It is better, though, so keep in mind, look, I trust y'all to do the right thing. We just deal with a lot of bullshit all day. If we get the... Is there any DOC around? Do you know? There should be.
There was two by like the garage
okay.
intake.
What we'll do is, I think, Nakota, I would recommend we bring Alfonso in first if he wants to speak on behalf of them or whatever. And we go from there. And as long as they're on recording that they're waiving it, I think it's not as big of a deal. So
I will inform all three of you right now that your holds have been extended by a judge.
So how long? 72 or 48?
Right now, it's only for another 24 hours. I don't anticipate needing to extend it any further.
May I ask why? Just need more time as far as paperwork, or what's the?
I've been doing a lot of paperwork the last 16 hours, and I'm trying to go as fast as possible to not hold you unnecessarily.
Is bail out of the question as far as this? Like me, you can do your investigation, whatever. We're out.
I need to charge you with something in order for you to get bail. Part of the investigation that's going on right now is me making sure I know exactly what I will be charging you with.
Yep.
We're getting credit for this 48 hours.
What does that mean?
Like time served.
that would be a part of the plea agreement, right? Okay. If that's something you're looking to entertain.
Okay, so we'll start with you, Mr. Sebastian. We'll take you into... There's an interrogation room in here, isn't there?
Yep, there's one on the side.
Because they have lawyers or representations?
Okay, I'll get DOC on.
Yeah.
Well...
Oh, easy.
Okay. They have lawyers, one of which who specifically told me that they wanted to be kept up to date of everything that was going on. I've already reached out to your lawyer, Skipper, to let them know that your hold's being extended. Tried to call them as well. Bjorn, do you want me to reach out to Paul?
Paul has no clue what he's doing. I waive him.
You're waiving Paul?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll waive my lawyer too. She just wants... She knows I'm fucked. So it doesn't matter.
I feel bad for these guys, but like the Grayson bullshit recently has,
recording because we're going to talk to you,
and the entertainment of that stuff has have to be extra like pedantic, which is fucking trash, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm good. We can go in there. We're taking Alfonso first, so.
All right. Okay. All right.
All right. Wish me luck, boys.
Light that bomb if shit gets bad.
Whoa, no bombs. I never touch bombs. Come on now. The only bombs I take are the one when I walk into the bathroom. I just.
Yeah.
Yeah, just Alfonso at this time.
It's so shitty after that whole entertainment of that conversation yesterday. That we have to be like, yo, what if someone lies about what happens? Like,
that's what I mean. Like,
that should just be like, we need to go back to like, you do shit like that, you just get ripped, right?
Yeah.
But even entertaining the fact that that could have even happened is gross, disgusting, and should not even be entertained.
Like, do I actually think any of those three would do that? No. But have I seen things that have scarred me now to the point where I feel the need to say it?
Yeah, and that's kind of why the whole situation yesterday just felt like, you know what I mean?
Do we have keys to this?
All yours.
Yep. Hey, appreciate you, Warden.
Yep.
Oh, that's the warden?
Yep.
Which side are you sitting on?
Oh, the one with the lonely chair.
Okay. It is February 4th, 2026. This is Marshal Nakota, badge number 010. I am joined by...
Alfonso Sebastian, may the 4th be with you.
And to my right, there are two other marshals in the room. Could you please identify yourself for the record?
Cameron Woods, San Andreas State Marshal, badge number 084.
Brian.
Director Brian Knight, call sign 495.
Okay, Mr. Sebastian, I'm going to inform you of your rights at this time. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, one will be provided to you free of charge by the state if available. Do you understand these rights as I have just read them to you?
I do.
And with these rights in mind, do you wish to speak to us of your own free will at this time without
Absolutely.
representation? Okay.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Okay, Mr. Sebastian, what can we do for you?
Well, I'm trying to figure out why I'm locked up.
You were interrogated yesterday, no?
Yeah, but they wouldn't give me, like, you know, this Miller guy wouldn't tell me shit, man. He was saying basically that it's on the suspicion of first degree murder, accomplice, this and that. And I was like, okay, what are the evidence? Who died? This and that. And I don't have all those facts.
Mm-hmm. Well, typically you get all that when it goes to trial.
Fair, but I'm trying to understand, like, who died or at least what's going on exactly. So it can, you know, paint a picture of what happened.
Well, one picture I can definitely paint you is you out on the water shooting at cops. That is a very clearly painted picture.
Correct. And the reason why I shot is because I had a boat circling me with somebody in the back shooting at me, and I had a helicopter in the sky also circling me, shooting at me. So it was only fair that I shot back.
So your story is you showed up on scene.
No. My story was, you know, I'm out going fishing, trying to fish some Pacific Ocean salmon, some yellow tuna, some snappers. And obviously the water was too rough. I had the fishing rod next to me. I hit a wave. The fishing rod goes flying in the air. I show up. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Why am I getting shot? So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to pull out my gun and shoot back. I'm not going to go down without a fight. And then the rest is history.
Did you see another boat when you were out on the water, Mr. Sebastian? That was not a PD boat?
I did. I saw another red boat that was similar to mine. And that's when I realized, oh, the cops thinks I'm them. That's why they're going after me. I'm sure this whole thing is a misunderstanding. So as far as shooting cops,
yeah.
guilty, Your Honor. I'll you know, as far as that, you know, I'm all good to go. I'm not denying that, the fact that I shot back.
Okay. But you are saying that you had no prior knowledge at all about what was going on at the area of the water that you arrived in.
Correct. Yeah. Just happened with the wrong place, wrong time, and got shafted for it.
So, just to clarify, if I were to go through your phone records, there would be absolutely, unequivocally no evidence whatsoever that you were in communication with anybody else who was recovered from that scene.
Nope, not a single one. Word to my mother. I was speaking to this recording. You will not find anything on my phone. I got no skeletons in my closet. I'm not hiding anything. I'm speaking nothing but the facts.
Okay, so just
But you offer me a plea deal, a lot can change.
the facts are going to change if I offer you a plea deal.
Oh, I mean, two things can be right.
Right, but in order for me to agree to a plea deal, what are you offering me?
We'll see. The less of the headache of going to court, less paperwork, and case closed.
The paperwork's already been done.
Yeah, but there's still the paperwork going to trial, motion this, motion that, show up to this, get dragged to court, sit there and hear the judge just, you know, yep about bullshit. Instead, he could be out there trying to catch the next criminal.
Wait.
Okay. You understand our reservation of the story you're giving us, though, right?
I do understand, but you have to understand, I don't have all the facts as well. I was not told who died. I wasn't told what's going on. I'm in the middle of the ocean with my boat, you know, near the military base. I get shot, shoot back. I get called by the cops.
Well, let me start with a couple questions then, and we can see how fruitful of information could possibly be. Okay.
Nakota's doing really good right now.
You are a member of New Babylon, is that correct?
Correct.
Are the two gentlemen that accompanied you to that window also members of New Babylon?
Correct.
Are you aware of how they came into our custody?
No. Well, actually, no. I was told by Miller. They're on the boat.
So you guys have been in here for the last 18 hours and no one said anything to anybody about what happened?
They basically told me somebody died. Suspicion of accomplice to attempted first-degree murder. And that's really... They wouldn't tell me too much. But there's one thing you must understand, though. In New Babylon, it's not like, you know, a gang or a criminal syndicate or some sort of chain of command like the police department. It's almost like everybody's got different kind of pockets in New Babylon and their own little world that, you know, intertwines with either leadership or different interaction. Think of it as like a community, right? Sometimes I might be doing my own thing, not knowing what Bjorn and Skipper are up to. And then boom, I stumble on their shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on, right? Just because I'm there doesn't mean I know what's going on.
Okay. Do you go fishing often?
At least 2 or 3 times a day, yeah. Oh, sorry, a week, not a day. At least. Especially on fishing pier that we have at New Babylon.
Hey, you know, I'm quite the fisherman myself.
Okay, so you know exactly
Oh
what I'm talking
shit!
about.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Yo, he's about to get him with Fisher facts. He's about to get him with Fisher facts.
Every time I go
Oh
out
shit!
It can't get rough.
Oh,
That's what happened.
oh
Is
shit!
there sometimes
Get him!
when it comes to the water, right? And the water was
Oh
rough.
shit! Oh shit! Yo! Oh shit! Oh shit! Yo! The twist! The twist! Yo!
Mr. Sebastian, I hate to inform you, you don't have a license to fish.
Okay. Oh
shit! Oh shit!
But it's illegal.
Yeah, I mean, it is. What I did was a crime. Like I said, okay, hit me with it. I'll take the violation of not fishing in the ocean. Hey, guilty.
Yo, this is the best. This is so...
So I
forgot.
good with that, you know? Shooting cops.
Yo, they used the wrong definition.
Good with shooting cops?
No, I'm saying the charges, of course. I'm not, you know. I'm talking about what am I looking at?
Yo,
You know, for the cops shit,
Yo,
and the
that's
fishing,
so
yeah, you got
good.
me. Everything else, I would like to know what the hell's going on.
Yo, the fishing came in clutch
Well,
on the murder of the president.
how do I say this?
The excuse is I'm a fishing thing.
So you're telling us that you were just out minding your own business on a fishing trip.
Correct.
Then
if you actually look,
Oh,
at your GPS,
shit.
I'm going off memory here. Okay. There's a way from Babylon into the Pacific Ocean through the Cassidy Trail, right?
oh yeah,
And-
I'm not doubting that.
That's what I took. I was going south, right? And that's when I bump into them.
Okay.
And I was like, wait, the red boat looks like mine. So I get closer, and when I get really close, I realize there's a firefight.
Okay, so it was you in one of the two boats that was
Correct.
photographed.
I was piloting
Okay.
one of the boats, the red boats, one of the red dinghies.
Okay, who was with you in your boat?
Nobody? It was just me.
See, here's where we start getting into the issues. We have Air One photographs of both boats. Each one occupied at least by 2 people.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been the swapping of, back and forth of different people from the previous boat to my boat.
They were jumping down off of your boat back onto the other ones?
No, they're jumping off the other boat into my boat and vice versa. And I'm sure if you look at your Air One pictures, you can see people going back and forth between 2 boats. But I arrived alone.
I'm hoping Dakota does some fisher
Even
facts.
somebody swimming in the water and they hopped in my boat afterwards. That's a possibility for sure. But I was too busy just, bucking and shooting and trying to pay attention to Air One above and the boat coming from behind me. So I didn't notice if somebody hopped on my boat.
So I'll throw you a little bit, I'll throw you a line here, okay? A little fishing pun for you.
Okay, you gonna cast a line?
Yeah.
I know unequivocally
Yo.
as fact that one of those boats only had 3 people on it.
Okay, and you have 3 suspects.
Right. But I also know unequivocally that there were 2 more people out on the water.
What makes you think that?
Photographic evidence.
Okay. But how do those people get there? Could they be swimming the ocean? Could they be on the same boat? Maybe you didn't see them.
Well, that's the question. You see, you say you were on one of those boats. One of those boats had 3 people seated on it. Another had 2 people seated on it. Nobody was shooting in the photo that I'm referencing.
Well, I have to see the photo before I can confirm. But based on memory,
You were there. You were there. What do you mean?
Like I told you, based on memory and what I remember is me being there alone, okay, with my boat. Then when I got there, people started hopping on my boat afterwards. So maybe after the fact is when the pictures came in, and that makes more sense, right? But as far as what I remember is, I just remember being in a firefight. I mean, listen, you're a cop as well. I'm sure you've been in a lot of shootouts.
Unfortunately,
Sometimes
yes.
sometimes
I
you
love
talk
how
too much,
Dakota
or you don't
embraced the
even notice there's somebody
fisherman
next to you on your boat,
on this.
or sitting next to you, right? So, as far as what I recall, is just me being alone.
So the only thing you recall is being alone. Okay.
Correct.
And what? So okay. So you said that people were jumping up and down off the boats,
Yeah.
going into the water. So the people who were running around, what did they look like? What did you see?
Oh, wearing all black.
All of them were wearing all black.
Correct. Yeah.
I believe you were also wearing all black, were you not?
Yeah. I mean, hey, man, what a small world, huh? What a coincidence.
Yeah, small world. Just a bunch of New Babylonians out on the water, all blacked
Like I
out.
told, but you have to understand though. Yeah, I think you have this understanding that if one person is Babylon doing something, that means every one of us knows about it. It does not work that way, and I promise you. If you were ever to spend maybe time with us, or maybe one day decide to join New Babylon, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It's just different pockets of different things happening, and sometimes they overlap, and it's hard to explain the overlap because it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, there's definitely some stuff not making sense.
And I totally understand that. That's why I'm trying to like meet you halfway, but also be truthful.
Wait, say that again?
I said that's why I'm trying to meet you halfway, but also I'm trying to be truthful because sometimes I'm not privy to what other people are doing in New Babylon. I'd be lying to you if I knew what they're doing. And I could do that. I can bullshit you. Be like, yeah, okay, you know, we're all supposed to like go out and fish or meet up or something, you know, and then shit went down, and then here we are, right? But reality, just bump into them. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I see Air One. I see a boat fucking circling them. So I get closer. I turn to the Firefly. I get shot at as well. They're probably thinking I was with them, and I shoot back, and then you know I get gunned down.
Would it not have been better to just like drive away as soon as you started a bullet fly?
Once I got close is when I started to see the bullets fly. From a distance, I did not know. I thought it was maybe some sort of, you know, pursuit going on or some sort of, you know, a conversation taking place. Not until I got close is when I realized, hey, I'm in the middle of a fucking battlefield here. And at that point, I was getting shot at, so I couldn't just drive away. My back was exposed. I thought to myself, exit the driver's seat, try to shoot back, get back in. And I did try to leave, but I was gunned down. I tried to actually move the boat the second time, and then that's when I was gunned down.
Okay. Brian or Cameron, do you have any questions?
I got a couple.
Please.
I like to go in on them a little bit. I could have.
Yeah,
wait on me. What is that supposed to mean, Brian, huh?
What were you doing with Skipper out in the water?
I was not with Skipper.
How long were you in the water for?
5 minutes.
So you got from New Babylon to where you were in 5 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, if you look, like I said, if you exit from the Cassidy Trail, right, and you go south, you pass those islands with a shack on them, then boom, you're between that and the military base, and that's when the battlefield happened. So I just happened to be just going south, and I bumped into them, and that's when I saw Air One and the PD boat.
And so you're claiming that you were by yourself when you had arrived?
Correct, and that's when somebody else hopped in my boat, according to you guys.
I got you. Are you dressed up the way that you were?
Well, you know, I like to dress for my occasions when it comes to fishing.
If I recall correctly, you were in a suit.
Yes.
Is that typically what you wear?
No, just today was a special day, that's all.
Why was this a special day?
I just came back from a long hiatus. I went on this trip where I was praying to the ashen tree, and I encountered this vision, this prophecies, and it happened. I saw a world that is on fire, slowly taking over, and I saw in the distant near future, human suffering is going to come to an end, and that robots and AI are going to take over, and they're going to kill all humanity and end all suffering. So, yeah.
So, you decided to come back wearing a suit, and you instantly went to go fishing?
Yeah, the suit was to pay respect for what happened.
To the fish?
Not to the fish, to humanity. Because today's a sad day. Well, yesterday was.
Did you go on that trip alone?
Yes.
So why was it the same suit as the others?
Like I said, that part did not plan. Okay, I don't know what the fuck, how that happened. You know, it's hard to explain. I swear to you, it does not make any sense. I understand from your perspective, it makes no sense at all.
So somehow, individuals from the same colony, New Babylon, on the same day. Well, what do you like to call it, dude? Does colony offend you?
Community. Yeah, community people.
3 individuals that were arrested who typically wear a particular attire, the brown outfits, all unintentionally, coincidentally wore the same sets of suit and ended up in the same location.
Well, the best way I can describe it is like the Spider-Man meme. You know, you both walk in and you're like, whoa, we're dressed the same.
So you communicated?
No, but like I said, it's Spider-Man meme.
You're both pointing at each other. Is that what you mean? That part
As
of the
we
meeting?
got there, figure of speech, right? So I'm like, whoa, hold on a second.
So you spoke with the assailants, is what you're saying.
No, I'm saying like.
What did they
that's
tell
the-
you, Sebastian?
that
Did
is the
they tell you what they
figure of
did?
Speech. Nope.
Did you call them?
Nope.
Okay. So when we get your phone records back, there's going to be 0 phone calls.
Zero. Listen.
Any text
I got
messages?
nothing to hide. Nope.
Okay.
Brian, I've been gone. I've been gone for, like I told you, I was in this hiding. I went through a time.
Your phone has
paradox.
not been used that entire time.
Correct.
Okay. And that is, Dakota, is it the same phone he typically uses? What's the number?
Hold. Ending in 1591.
Okay. So this, when we get the records back, Mr. Alfonso, there will be 0 phone calls for the last couple
Correct.
days.
Correct. Like I said, I've been gone for a bit. I've been off the grid, no technology, going into the spiritual realm to figure
But
out
you
how to
know
make
what
the
happened,
faceless.
don't you?
After the fact, yes.
So what do you think happened?
Your best friend died.
And what did they have to do with it? Two
That's what I'm
individuals.
trying to figure out. I was hoping you could tell me the answer.
Well, you were in there with the other 2.
right, but they're not going to tell
It's
me.
your time to be honest here. Sebastian.
Listen, Brian. I'm telling you this, okay? There's different worlds in New Babylon, and I am not previewed to their bullshit. Like if Speedy and his goons do some shit, I don't know what the hell's going. That's not my call. I don't.
So
I might disagree
you,
with
Skipper, and Bjorn have not discussed anything about what happened yesterday.
it. Correct. And my phone records and text messages will show that.
Okay. I want you to keep something in mind, right?
Okay.
They're going to be brought in here completely separately before
Yeah,
you're
that's
able
fine.
to
And
communicate with them again, and they're probably going to mention your name.
Oh, sorry, got these. And if they do, then they must remember something I don't remember. But like I said, let the facts speak for itself. I'm sure the text message and the phone logs will provide you with the answer you're looking for. I'm just sticking to my truth and what I remember. That's all.
Based on what I heard here, you're claiming no one else was on the boat, but one of the individuals hopped on.
Correct. Another boat. Yes.
I
It seemed
got
like they're trying to get on the same boat as I am. I don't know what the hell is going on, but yeah.
I got you. Do you know what accessory after the fact is?
Unfortunately, I do. Yes, I've been
Okay.
charged way too many times for that shit.
So you know that regardless of your aforementioned knowledge of what may or may not occurred, you're still going to be hit by those crimes.
That's fine. I mean,
There
I
is an
should've just kept
opportunity
fucking
here,
driving.
Mr. Alfonso.
No, I should have just drove by. Honestly.
If you truly believe that you're holding, since you know this, and I do believe that they've told you at least a little bit of what their activities were. And trust me when I say Nakota has already done a hell of a job, and
I
the
believe
evidence is present, that you're going to end up taking the fall. But there is an opportunity.
There's no
That
taking the fall.
opportunity.
There's no taking the fall. I should have just. That's on me. I should have just drove my boat or piloted my boat away from that bullshit, and I wouldn't be here. But instead, I got myself fucking caught up in this mess.
If I'm understanding this correctly, you understand that you will be getting accessory charges for everything that.
Correct. Yeah,
Okay.
that's what they told me. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just. I'm not trying to make this more difficult. If you believe I'm an accessory.
And why
we can
did
work out
Skipper
an-
do what he did?
That is a question for him to answer, not for me. If I was present as far as what the fuck is going on and what you guys are talking about, sure, I would be like, okay, I was there. I saw what happened. This went down. But like I said, I was not there.
Okay. I got no other questions.
Cameron, you got anything?
No, I don't know. I think you guys covered it all.
Okay.
Actually, I do got one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, what's your highest leaderboard scored over there in the fishing docks?
What? We don't do leaders. What are we talking about?
Nakota, how's yours?
I believe I have salmon, like 8th on the salmon board.
Ooh,
Brian,
caught.
none of that shit matters. I don't sit there and
could
try
you ever
to,
fish out? Is fish that are
fucking guy.
typically found in the lake found in the ocean?
Me personally, from my own personal hours and 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 hours.
He's got hours
of fishing.
Yeah.
No, I've never been able to catch a fish anywhere other than the Alamo Sea.
Sounds like you're a failed fisherman. Go fish.
Well, speaking of failed fishermen, Sebastian, you catch any fish out there?
No, because if you listen to my story, I hit one of the fucking waves and the water was so rough, it sent my fucking fishing rod flying. So I lost that bitch. I couldn't even cast my rod if I wanted to.
I got you. But you've caught fish out there before, right?
Yes.
I got
Obviously,
you. What kind?
you need some chum. Pacific, like I said, Pacific salmon.
Mhm.
And if you pay attention, the current of the Cassidy River does flow out to the ocean, by the way.
It does.
And I've caught some snappers, some yellow tuna, fish, and obviously with the right amount of saltwater chum. Sorry, if I had a net, it'd probably been a lot easier.
Okay. You know, Sebastian, I don't know shit about fish, but your story sounds pretty fucking fishy.
Oh my god, here we go. Well, listen, Brian. I would like to know who died. That's one. Their name. And I would like to know, what can we do to help you expedite the process? Because I'm not trying to have a headache go to court. And if you feel like you have some sort of charges on the table that we can talk about, I'm more than happy.
Yeah.
I can speak on that, Brian. I am not opposed to exploring every avenue. However, I will say, I am waiting on a lot of information through subpoenas.
I see. Okay. So the subpoenas are the thing that you're waiting on. Is that to help you get your burden of proof as far as your first degree murder? Is that why you're waiting on that?
I don't want to discuss the details of the case, but I will say I am not going to press any charges until I have turned over every stone.
I mean, that's fair. Go ahead. No. Just for me, I just hate rotting in prison. That's all. So that's
correct. And it is not my
in the middle. Right?
My
so
intention
like
is not to big dick you guys and be like, no, you're going to sit in here and rot until I'm good and ready. That is not my mindset at all. My mindset is I want to also meet you in the middle, but I also don't want to rush my process as to not give the situation the weight that it deserves.
And that's fair. Like I said, I'm not trying to rush you through the whole thing so you feel like you're not doing your necessary job to close the case. For me, I'm just trying to make it a little bit easier for you because I'm not trying to muddy the water or make it more messy. And I know you might not feel that way based on the conversation we had, but I'm telling you, as far as the story I had, sometimes things like that happen. Stranger things happen in New Babylon. I swear to you. And to go on this hiatus and come back and to be in this position, it's mind-boggling for me. So I'm trying to process the whole thing too.
Would you consent to your financial and phone subpoenas?
If it gets me out of here faster, sure.
Okay. Figured I'd ask.
Yeah, you have my. Listen, I have no skeletons in my closet. Nothing. Ever since I turned to New Babylon, I've turned a new leaf. I've been a merchant who has been engaged in trades and talks with people. I build relationships and I look for opportunities. That's all I do. That's been my path the past 6-7 months. Also, as far as my financial status, I definitely owe the state between $2 to $3 million. But yeah, I'm sure they'll come for me afterwards. Hopefully, there's no debtor's prison in here.
Yeah, I think they got rid of that.
Yeah, I remember the story. Yeah, shit got wild. Fuck wild.
All right. All right. Well, shit.
All right. Like I said, I'm waiting on information. It is not my intent to keep you in here any longer than is necessary as some sort of I'm in charge and you're not type.
Yeah, I mean, if you want me to
deal.
sign or show in the recorder, I give you full consent, Dakota, to go through my phone records regarding this matter that happened in the ocean. I, Alphonso Special, give you full, access. Thank you. Okay.
Perfect. Okay. Anything else anybody wants to say on the recording before I shut it off?
Nope. Should be good.
Okay. All right. I'm ending the recording. It is 1:33 EST. Excuse me, 2:33 EST.
Who do you want next? I'll get him lined up.
Go get Skipper.
Could we get Skipper next? We're gonna.
Yeah, let's get him.
Yeah, you're good,
Yeah.
Mr. Sebastian. Like I said,
First.
I will keep you
Let's
guys all up to date
before
what's going on.
Sebastian makes his way over. Let's get Skipper over, just so.
You want Bastion over here first, or you want me?
Skipper
in
first, just so they don't collude. Just makes it
Yeah.
Collude. Come on, Brian.
Yeah, glued, work together, psyop.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know what collude means. I'm just saying, like, come on now. Like, if I wanted to collude and make this, different for you guys, would have done that a long time ago. But instead,
No, I think you're being very reasonable, but at the same time, it's good for both of us to know that that option didn't exist.
of course, yeah, I get it. That's your investigation. You're trying to make sure everything's, good.
Very
and
serious
through,
matter.
so-
I'm sure you understand.
I mean, so your best friend, it passed away. What was he doing? Like,
Wasn't
what?
my best friend.
I,
This is one of my
I'm
best.
just trying to figure out what the fuck happened. That's all.
Yeah, I appreciate your cooperation, Sebastian.
Of course, of course.
Okay. It is February 4th, 2026, 2:35 p.m. EST. This is Marshall Nakota. Badge number 010. Joining me is
Marshall Cameron Woods, badge number 084.
Director Brian Knight, call sign 495.
Skipper Jones,
Mr. State ID for the record.
7475.
Okay. Mr. Jones, I'm going to Mirandize you at this time. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, one will be provided you free of charge by the state if available. Do you understand these rights as I have just read them to you?
Yes, I do.
And with these rights in mind, even though you had counsel yesterday, you are comfortable with dismissing that counsel at this time and speaking to us without counsel. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. What's up?
Pardon?
What's going on?
I'm just, looking for, a good deal on the table. What's on the table?
Did you do
Good deal
that shit?
Yeah, thank you, Brian.
Did I do what shit?
Go ahead, Nakota. Trying to play hardball.
Skipper, do you know why you're in this room right now?
Yeah, I got a general understanding.
Yo,
What's your general understanding of why you're in here with us right now?
Like murder or something, possibly.
I just love
Murder
RPing
something possibly.
with the Babylonians because, like, these scenarios, we tend to
Okay.
be done with them in a couple days. It's
extend you
done
the
and done.
same
But, like, in that period of a
line that
day,
we
2 day,
extended to
whatever,
Alfonso.
it's
Run us through
always
your day
good. It's
yesterday.
fluid. It's not like bullshit.
finish?
It's just the RPs
From
moving
when
forward.
you woke up till
Like, even
when
just like these interrogations
went
have
to
been
bed.
great.
Woke up, did my normal chores, my daily duties in Babylon. Went for a drive, taking the scenic route, enjoying the nice beauty that yesterday was. It was a beautiful day yesterday. Ended up down by the airport looking for an old friend. A little bit of this, a little bit of that happened. And, you know, a little bit of this happened, a little bit of that happened. Gunshots, air ones, and police, and here I am.
Okay. How did you find yourself in a vicinity of air one and gunshots?
I guess I'm just unlucky.
So to clarify, you said you were at the airport yesterday, right? I heard you say that correctly.
Yeah, I was.
Who was your old friend you were picking up?
Well, I wasn't picking up an old friend. I was looking for an old friend.
Oh, okay. Who's the old friend you were looking for?
Well, he doesn't really have a name and he's homeless. That's the problem.
Right. We're not here for that. We're not here for that. Why was Sab out on the water with you?
He was fishing.
Yeah, he was fishing, all right. Have you ever been fishing?
Not in the ocean.
Yeah, me either.
Listen, you cut me a good deal and I'll stop bullshitting you.
Good deal for what?
Don't play stupid.
Yo!
I think out of the people in this room, I'm playing the least stupid.
Yo! Oh shit!
Skipper, I think you know damn well why you're in here.
I need a good deal before I squeal like a pig.
No, the squealing comes before the deal. That's not how that works.
Since when?
Ryan?
So here's what we can do. We already know what occurred. We need you to confirm it. And you're dealing with the marshals, which means we're not going to play games with numbers. Reality is, you know that we know what you did. We have the forensics. You know we took the weapon. And you know where that weapon was used. And whose fingerprints were on it. Given the gravity of the circumstances, you're looking at something like 7.72 mil. You squeal. We can focus on the bigger picture at hand. Start squealing and maybe and get that number brought down a bit. Get you to sign a plea agreement. You get to move on with your life. At least know when you'll be getting out.
All right. What do you want to know?
Everything.
Well, okay. I blew his fucking head off, man. I shot him with a fucking gun at the pier.
Why?
Someone had to do it.
What does that mean?
All I can say is one simple thing. Fuck the faceless.
What does... Do you know who you shot?
Someone important.
We know that you know more than that. Who'd you shoot?
I just took advantage of an opportunity. I saw a plane that said Air Force. It was a golden opportunity right there.
No, why are you lying already?
How am I lying?
We know you were there to pick them up.
Wait.
I think I'll say one thing without getting into too many specifics. I
We
think you
know
are
that?
severely underestimating how much we know about the entirety of what went down.
Yeah.
And I mean, from the second you were at the airport till the second someone was dragging your body out of the water and fucking putting you in a bush.
So then what's there to say? I told you my reasoning behind it. Fuck the faceless.
That's you saying something. That's not giving a reason.
That's my fucking reasoning. Fuck those assholes.
So just to get my own mind straight, you are suggesting that you shot Davis because he is involved with the faceless.
Exactly.
What makes you believe that?
Yeah. What evidence do you have of that connection?
Because right now you just walked your way into terrorism, and now you're facing life, if not the death penalty. I wasn't expecting the conversation to go this way.
No, not at all.
So give me fucking life. Fuck the faceless. I hope all of them fucking die. And I do that shit again. Fuck all those assholes.
Okay. So I have some clarifying questions. Apart from the mantra that you've now yelled multiple times on recording. So we have 3 people in custody. Obviously, you know who the other 2 are. Who else was involved in this whole ordeal on the ocean? Because we know there were more people there.
I only know the people here in prison.
So Sab was the one driving the boat that left the pier?
I don't recall.
Mm,
I think maybe it was Bjorn.
there was 3 people on that boat. 2 people on the dock. Because I'm going to paint you a picture, okay? From what I know. You 2 picked them up at the airport, took them to a bar, took them to the pier, got them out of the car at gunpoint, took them to the end of the pier, where they were 2 of the 3 were stabbed, the 3rd one was stabbed and shot. We know there was already a boat under the pier ready for you to get away in. Someone was on that boat. Was it Sab?
Could have been.
Well, so this is one of the reasons why we are going to be retrieving more information, which is why your holds have been extended. And don't want to scare you too much, but based on your previous statements, you've now implicated several other people in a much larger situation than I think they may know.
Do you recognize that you committed not just terrorism, but potentially treason?
All I recognize is that these assholes run this fucking city. Someone's got to do something about it.
Why not tell us why you believe that the President of the United States works with or hand in hand with the faceless? What if you were lied to? What if there was another motivator? What if that was their plan? Because right now I'm hearing an allegation, and I'm just asking, why are you so certain? Make us believe. From where I'm standing, it sounds like someone just told you he was, and you just accepted it. Have you considered that maybe you were told these things in order to cause you and your community more damage and to play right into their hands?
Maybe it was just words from a dead man's mouth. Who knows?
What did he say to you before you shot him?
I think it was, help me, they're gonna fucking kill me!
Before that, do you have a chance to ask him anything?
No.
I got more questions, Brian. If you're good for the time being.
I'm good.
So you have no idea why Sab was there. What's Bjorn doing there with you? He was. We know he was. So don't tell us he wasn't.
I'm sure he'll say his side.
Right, but we're asking you the questions right now, so we want your side. I'm gonna be honest. I'm about to have your phone records inside an hour for a very long period of time. So, like, you're not really saving much here. You would only be building goodwill with us by saying anything else. Are you done talking to us? Is this what this is?
No.
Okay.
Yorn will say his side.
Okay, I'll ask this. Was Bjorn with you?
Well, you know the story.
Well, I need you to say it.
I don't think one man can drive two vehicles.
What?
What?
Weren't you each driving a vehicle? I'm confused.
Yeah, I said I don't think one man can drive two vehicles.
Okay, and you don't recall who was the person in the boat waiting for you?
Maybe Sab. I think he just caught a big shark or something.
So he's poaching on top of illegally fishing.
Yeah, probably.
All right, Sab is
Maybe even a sea
so
turtle.
many charges.
How many bombs has Alfonso made?
I have no idea. He could have one on him right now.
Jesus.
That's the problem.
Yo, the end game for Knight is getting Alfonso for becoming a bomb maker, even though he probably has nothing to do with it. He just happens to be there every time there's a bomb, and Brian is convinced he's just a
Hey, is there
bomb
any other
maker.
information you'd like to share with us before we end
Like
the recording?
in
I don't think so.
Brian, Cameron, you got any more questions for Skipper?
Why'd you wear the suit?
Thought it looked good.
And why'd Alfonso wear the suit?
Was he wearing a shoe?
Same one you were wearing. You mentioned y'all decided to dress the same.
I don't recall that.
Okay. I think I'm good for now.
Yeah, no questions.
Though
I have one more question actually.
Yeah.
How did you know to be at the airport?
Mm.
Because you were waiting for them. We know that.
Lucky guess.
Were you the one
Correct.
that sent the fake message convincing the president to make his way here about a wedding.
What message?
President received a message. But it sounds like you're not the one who sent it. What was Bjorn's involvement in all of this? I feel like the silence says everything.
He was just rendering aid.
Do you remember what department he was in before he joined New Babylon?
BCSO.
Okay. That's all I got. I'll go line up the next one.
Yeah. You can end the recording. 3 p.m. EST. Marshal Nakota signing.
We're ready for Bjorn.
All right, Skipper. We'll have your phone records very shortly. It's been extended. We'll come back to you probably in the next 24 hours, all right?
Yeah.
Who's extending my hold?
I did.
Oh, it's already been done?
Yeah. It's already signed off by a judge.
Sway right here. We'll Bjorn's come right back. Could you help bring Bjorn in?
Yeah. Garcia Woods.
Okay. So Davis had a note about the wedding. The wedding would have been mine and Frost's.
Okay.
One that never happened.
Wait, that
So
hadn't been
who
on for a
contacted
hot
him?
minute.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Come with me.
Interesting.
We'll be right back.
Yep.
So you see where I'm going with this? Is
Yes.
even the Secret Service guy was mentioning
He
about
said
the
it, by the
wedding.
way. The Secret Service guy said to us that the president had set all this up and he was here for a wedding and he had made all the arrangements for who was picking them up. That's what the Secret Service guy said to us.
So Skipper has no idea. Like based on
He's lacking
his
on
responses,
context. Yeah.
he
yes, I
does
agree.
not have that context. I think Alphonso may, but it's unlikely. Bjorn was BCSO. He would have known about the wedding with Sean Davis because the initial wedding was me, Frost, and Junior. It didn't end up happening. Bjorn was a deputy at the time. They would have had to have faked.
Wait, hold on. I just got his phone records, so let me double check. I just got Davis's.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, hold on. Brian, you want to go in there and you can take the start on this one and I'm
No.
run this stuff?
I think you should be a part of this because Bjorn, I believe, would have had enough knowledge to have convinced Davis to come down. Because who else in New Babylon would have really known that? I mean, could they have? Sure, but who would have? Then the thing is, we're not going to be able to prove that, more than likely.
Right.
But it all adds up, right? The only thing is, like, what's the motivator? Why Davis?
That's the part that I'm so confused
I feel
with.
like if Bjorn, so here's how I'm looking at it. The reason for Davis being here, Bjorn would have had the knowledge to do so. How he would have done it, I don't know. Or he gave it to someone, which, I don't know, like the archivist or something, and like, you know, sent a fake text message, maybe from my phone or something, or you get what I'm saying? Something authentic enough for Davis to have believed it. It would have had to been like mine, as an example.
Yeah.
But there's an added bit here. Is they're convinced that Davis was faceless. Now that does tie into what the Secret Service guy said about Sanguine. Did you know what I mean? Didn't the Secret Service guy say that Davis
He said
sold
somebody, well, no, so there was like, maybe I don't have clarity on that specific, but he made it sound like Faceless bought the island was what I would
from yeah,
but
from
here's
Davis.
Here's the confusing part, right? Davis literally fought in a war with us to, you know, defeat that island so they didn't try to take over this one. Why is the only context they have that he sold an island to them? Or do they actually think he had involvement? Because that makes no sense. Why would he work in tandem with a terrorist organization?
Sean Davis would never work for the Faceless.
No, I don't think so. I think that's like a massive, massive, massive miscalculation. His past action shows the complete opposite.
Exactly.
But okay. Well, let's go.
I think someone manufactured it to get these guys to do it. And if there was enough lies about manufactured that Sean had sold Sanguine for the Faceless to get themselves to take him out, I actually think that this is a Faceless ploy, right? Or someone said it because they wanted Sean dead for other reasons. Like, that's more reasonable to me than what's in front of us, which is that, you know, Sean sold an island to the Faceless. That's just absurd.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you.
Okay. Yeah, let's
okay. We'll see what's said.
Knight could be wrong too, but this is Knight. Wouldn't believe in a million years. That Davis would have done it.
Okay. This is Marshall Nakota. Badge number 010. It is the 4th of February, 2026. I am joined by
Marshall Cameron Woods, badge number 084.
Director Brian Knight, call sign 495.
And Bajorn.
Will you just state your full name and your state ID for the record, please?
Bajorn Corleone Gambino 1054.
I don't believe that's the name we have on file. You look a lot different than in your profile photo.
Don't know what my profile photo is right now, so I can't comment on that.
Okay. How's it going?
I have been cutting, though.
Yeah, you definitely look like you've cut.
Could be better.
Okay. So obviously we've just spoken to Sab and Skipper. We would like to hear what you have to say. But before that, I am going to Mirandize you since you've opted to speak to us without a lawyer present. So you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, one will be provided to you free of charge by the state if available. Do you understand those rights as I have just read them to you?
I agree to these terms and conditions.
Okay. And with these rights in mind, do you wish to dismiss your counsel and speak to us currently without counsel?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, what's this? Huh?
So, do you know why you're in here with us?
I do.
Okay. Can you run us through why you're here?
Well, I would like to talk about what kind of time I'm looking at, and then what kind of time I might be looking at for cooperating.
So we've had a similar thing said in each one of these interrogations. And the fact of the matter is that we have a fairly good idea of what we think went down. But I don't think anyone wants to drag this out longer than we have to, but we do need to see where you're at.
I am interested in telling you, no BS, exactly what happened, and I just want to know what that's looking like for me.
Well, one thing that I did say to both Skipper and Sab is that I am waiting for information, which is why your holds have been extended, as to not jump the gun on what the evidence is showing me right now. So I can't sit here and say, you're right now in this moment looking at X, Y, and Z, but if you come clean with us, you're going to get A, B, and C. I will say we are not looking to get information and then kick you out the door and say, we'll be seeing you in court now. That is not, I don't think anybody's interested in that.
Have you mostly decided what charges you're likely to be pushing?
No, funny enough, it's actually seems like it's just changed in the last 30 minutes. Had some recent revelations that we were not aware of.
So you have no number to tell me what I might be looking at. 5, 10, 20, 30
I think
years?
I think I can answer that. I think right now your worst case scenario is the death penalty. For treason and terrorism.
I don't think this would fall under treason or terrorism.
It sounds like you have information that you could help clear the air.
I think you're just saying that to pressure me to tell you what I know, because I am fairly confident this would not fall under treason or terrorism, as Los Santos doesn't recognize this man's position.
I received confirmation from a state representative that this was indeed the President of the United States.
And what's his official position within Los Santos?
Is that going to be the only defense there, Bjorn?
No, I'm curious. How was he recognized by Los Santos?
Hmm. So your only contention here is who he is. You have no contention as to your involvement.
I mean, I think you know I was there and involved.
It's a good question.
What was that?
Said it's a good question you got there.
Yeah, I think if you know that we know that you're involved, then speaking to us can only help you, right?
Yeah, and I mean, I'm interested in telling. I just have a lot of questions.
Mm.
And I don't know what his involvement with Los Santos is.
Why'd you do it?
You won't believe my answer, and I don't think I can convince you. But I did it because I believe he was working with the Faceless.
This isn't the first time we've heard this, but we're trying to understand what makes you believe that to be the case. Because we're not removed from believing anything, but we need evidence.
I don't have the evidence to give you. I have several reasons, and one really big one that I believe make it the case, as well as what he said to me on the pier.
What did he say?
I asked him about the Faceless, and at first he lied and said he had no idea who it was. And then he eventually admitted he did know who they were, and he started talking about some kind of deals, and then that's when everything got interrupted, and I didn't get to find out what I wanted to know.
Could you be more specific?
Which part?
He started to... What exactly was said on the pier by you? What questions did you ask, and what were his responses?
At first I asked him about the Faceless. He tried to act like you sipping on there, Nakota?
Oh, just some from the cauldron.
I asked him about the Faceless, and he went on to say he had no idea who they was, never heard of them, didn't know them. Eventually, he changed his tone and admitted that he did know of them. He went on to speak about, so right around this part, I didn't get to ask him much. Things got loud and stuff started happening. As he started talking about some kind of deals, and I didn't get to hear all what he had to say or question him any further.
If you were to speculate what you thought was going to be said, what do you think?
It was sounding like he was talking about some kind of deals. I would only assume would be with the people that were the topic of our conversation.
What led you to even ask those questions to begin with?
Well, as you know, Brian, I've always been very anti-faceless. We've had discussions about this, and I have done my own investigating, and over the past many, many months, I have come across several reasons to believe he was involved.
Could you share some of those reasons?
One is Sanguine Isle. Someone else owns that isle right now.
So you're claiming that the Faceless now owns Sanguine, and that you believe the president sold it to them.
I don't know if he directly sold it to them, but I think he in some way helped them obtain it. And he was a big figure in clearing out that island.
Would it be accurate to say the president got this because of his decisions and his potential involvement with the Faceless?
If you try rewording that.
Sure. You did what you did to the president because of his involvement with the Faceless.
Yes.
Can you name anything that led you? Did you convince him that there was a wedding yesterday?
I don't know anything of this wedding, but he did mention one on the phone to someone.
Okay.
Might have been talking to Crane. No, he was looking for Crane.
How did you know he would be here today or yesterday?
I did not. We happened to be down south and saw a giant plane come in that said United States Air Force on it.
And it just happened to be Davis.
That is correct.
And when did you, are you aware that we know that y'all picked him up?
From what I understand, his Secret Service survived, so I figured you would know.
So you dressed up, you picked him up, you brought him to the pier, and you shot him. That doesn't appear to be happenstance. Secret Service told us quite a bit. It goes begs the question, how did you know that he was arriving?
Not sure what they. Why don't you tell me what they said?
I can go, Brian.
Go ahead.
We know for a fact that you and Skipper were there to pick them up, waiting for them on the runway.
We weren't actually waiting. We pulled up to them while they were already outside the plane.
Okay.
We got there a bit after them, it seemed.
We were also told that the individuals who picked them up, which was you and Skipper, that was pre-arranged according to the testimony that we have.
Prearranged for us to pick them up?
They stated that whoever had picked them up had been arranged for them to be there. That was their statement.
I mean, we weren't arranged to pick them up. I thought we just got lucky.
I mean, I don't want to be hyperbolic, but there's getting lucky, and then there's an anvil landing on your head when you're running down the street. Like that seems a little bit out of the realm of luck, in my opinion.
Does it even change anything?
Well, it changes the honesty, right? You're
see.
looking for a plea deal, and we want to understand the full scope of this, right? When a plea deal is offered, a big part of admitting guilt to these things and weighing the time and fine is honesty, as it shows a semblance of remorse and acceptance and intent to change one's ways. Was it necessary to shoot him?
I did not shoot him, so I'm not the one to ask.
But he was shot. Did you believe?
And stabbed. He was stabbed.
Mm.
You did stab him, though. That wasn't a question. We know that.
I know that you know.
Was it necessary?
Believe so.
Because he was faceless.
I truly believe so, Brian.
So why was this? Is that why you convinced him to come here? And when I say you, I mean the collective. Bjorn, from where I'm standing, you were aware of the wedding that was planned a long time ago and delayed. When we look at the rest of the deck of cards, the other parties that we know to be involved and those that we suspect to be involved, you sort of pop up out of everything, out of the lineup. Ex-deputy, aware of a past wedding, aware of Sean Danielson's relationships. They received a notice about a wedding yesterday. And then all of a sudden yourself and Skipper come and pick him up by happenstance to later conduct an act that you yourself just now admit it needed to happen. So it's only a stone's throw away to suggest you arranged the entire thing. I don't think it really changes much with the grand scheme of things, whether you did or didn't. I just want to know for myself, did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I registered a fake email under Arnold Frost at BCSO, and the O was a 0. And I sent him an email about the wedding.
Did you arrange this because he was faceless, or because you wanted to get rid of Sean Danielson or Sean Davis?
No reason to want to get rid of him. Besides the faceless.
And why was that?
I have no reason except for that.
Oh, no reason except for that.
Yeah, I have no ill will towards this person besides this reason.
What if this is all a game and that the faceless have convinced you to do something that may not have been true?
I don't think they had any hand in convincing me this. The things I've come across that have led me to this, there's almost no chance they had any involvement or put this into my mind, and I feel very confident about this.
It's a sad day when criminals are more honest than law enforcement. I'm going to take a step outside. 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. How are terrorists more honest than law enforcement?
That's a good question.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with our goddamn society?
Also, just so you have for reference, his knife didn't have any blood on it, so we were dead to rights, except that he just admitted that he stabbed him.
I recommend we have to go for terrorism, because regardless of the position that is enshrined, like, we put forward a deal through the DOJ as to what a proper fine and time would look like, and then have them figure out those details. But I feel like terrorism just inherently fits, because it doesn't matter what his power is here in San Andreas. He's admitted in so many words that he conducted this because of political means.
Correct.
Right?
Literally lured him by impersonating somebody else.
So, I would say that him and Skipper collectively would get, primary actors, and Sebastian the accessory. And I think we can do the rest of it, but I think we can get a deal at least put forward in front of the DOJ and have them figure out what those numbers should look like. I think him being outside of the purview of the Constitution is what elicits a reduced time. But like, that's a matter that I think needs to be figured by one of our officials in some capacity, right?
Yes, I get what you're saying. Let them decide how impactful the victim status should be overall.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't have an issue with that. But I'll be honest, I didn't expect them all, at least those two, to come in here and then talk themselves into bigger charges. But I guess that's why we come here.
I don't think they necessarily talked themselves into it. My mind was already made. I just didn't say it out loud. Because the thing is, like, even the sheer fact that he was the president, your actions become political. Though that's a concept that, like, not every judge may. That's a complicated topic.
Yeah, Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
It's like, but I do think that we can let them know that with like their hold ends tomorrow, right? I'm gonna spend the rest of the day combing through the phone records and then tidying up the charges so we have something to present by tomorrow at the latest.
I think you can get numbers in front of the DOJ in advance of that. I think they're simplifying plea deal stuff. I'm not telling you to slow down or stop or don't do these things, but what I'm suggesting here is you might want to do that in parallel. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. I can do that.
Just so you don't get to a spot where.
Well, my only other thing, I don't know how you feel about this. We have 2 outstanding according to the evidence. And if the phone subpoena reveals that there are other people who are heavily involved, okay.
Yeah,
right.
you get the primary actors and then the tertiary actors, the ones that we got in prison. And then if, you know, a 4th or 5th pops up, you already got the gun, like, you know.
Yeah,
cocked.
they're already signed, sealed and ready to go.
I spitball like 7-7 for the 2 mil for the primaries, and maybe like 2-2 for Alphonso because there's so little evidence. That's a spitball, right?
Okay.
And that's with me if I needed to recommend something based on the severity, but like I said, it's for me, that's like how I would. It's still a foreign agent, right?
Correct.
It's very hard to weigh something that we don't know the weight of, right? So,
I agree. It's like the position and the ambiguity around it in connection to us makes it difficult to navigate. But
I would say what I would do is have the first plea deal written in advance of like shoring up the evidence, and you write a statement of probable cause as to why it is terrorism and the other things. And we say, this is what we're thinking. What do you think, DOJ? You know, have a chat with the other state reps, come back with a number, and we'll like if this is too high or too low, right?
Yeah.
And then for the rest of it, because like all the other shit, like I also want to get away with the bullshit of like writing a full docket case. I think that's where the DOJ wants to go as well, because it's a waste of everyone's time.
I agree.
If these guys are like, we're willing to take the recommended charges, then doing the rest of that shit is like, you know, uploading the videos and, you know, finishing up all the reports and all this. Like, no one's gonna, you know, doing all the work that no one's gonna look at, as opposed to focusing on getting the other actors.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I'll work on all that when we get out of here.
and I'll help get some of those answers as well.
Yeah, that would be good, because obviously you have conversations that I'm not privy to. So
yeah.
All right, we're going to restart the recording. Marshal Nakota. Director, is there anything else you want to cover?
Chat, we would have had terrorism anyways, but him admitting to it, we should just figure out what the appropriate fine and time is with help from... No, that's all I got.
Is there anything else you'd like to say to us before we end the recording, Bjorn?
I don't think so. I mean, if you have any more insight for me on what I might be looking at after your conversation, I'd love to hear it.
Transparently, we are gonna put something forward to the, you know, to we're gonna get a number back. We're gonna try to get something sorted. Obviously, this is a complicated matter. for reasons that you yourself are aware of as well. I do want to make it clear that we do believe it's terrorism, but that is something we're going to be weighing after this. So to, okay. I'll explain if you're interested, is irrespective of what may ultimately be a individual status in San Andreas, a recognition of a foreign party can still be political in nature, right? It's like if you live in Cuba and a different person, like a president of a different nation comes to Cuba and takes them out, just because they have no, recognition here. We get into a bunch of gray area, right? I don't know what treaties exist. I don't know what the expectations are. We don't have all the answers, but so I'm sure you understand.
Okay, I got it. When would I be hearing back from you guys?
We're gonna go as fast as we can.
I don't want to extend the hold again, so if that helps. I don't want to have to go another 24 hours, and I'm going to be working as fast as I was the last 18 hours to try to make sure that is not a necessity.
Actually, if you could, you and the other two should let start a secure chain with we'll try to stay in contact through the computer system too. So
okay.
I think I said this previously. Our interest is not to keep you here as a sign of like we're in charge and you're not. I can speak for the other two too, but personally, I want to make sure that I have all the facts, I get all the evidence, I get all the information, and then I use it in a responsible way.
I mean, the holds I don't mind as long as if those are getting credited in my time at the end, then it doesn't really matter.
We tend to we're definitely going to take it into consideration. Historically we do when there's compliance,
so on.
Yeah,
especially when you're coming down here willingly, being open with us. That's a big thing for us.
So okay, it is 3:40 p.m. EST. Marshal Nakota ending the recording.
Chad, all these questions about like, is there treaties and this and that? It's RP, right? There, of course, that shit doesn't exist in the city. Neither does a president that I quite literally just memed him into existence. I made up that lore like 3 years ago when I started on day one when I played Ryan. I said I'm Secret Service and I work for President Davis and all that. Like we literally made it up. So you have to understand what you're watching right now is actual role play and not like this the Rule Andy bullshit that unfortunately we've been succumbed to.
And a dagger.
So, well, our goal here is we come up with something that makes sense in RP and help deliver that RP back, not to screw these guys. It just needs to make sense for them, for us, and the people on the outside. But we don't have those answers. It's literally all made up.
But that phone, it might have, more of the information we may need on that as well.
Yeah. I mean, do they have it?
Should we go to observatory? Yeah.
Yeah.
Most
We're
cautious
just gonna
to discuss here.
Well, there's Garcia right there, but
yeah. Does he have it?
I'll let you at it. Let's. I'm gonna take a
I'll
little
meet
bit
you
of
at
a
observatory. I'll meet you at observatory.